You got a very good mindset. His brother's looking for something righteous. So I get it. Zuby as well. I see Zuby, me and Zuby about to go do Joe Rogan. He on that.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Okay, really quick. Okay.
Yes, definitely no. And I need to beg you.
Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott. Again, he finds more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Prescott. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
You get into an accident with somebody that is definitely not the man that you need to be having a child with, and you're definitely not the right peace of mind. So instead of you putting like a child into your care, well, just be more responsible. Not killing.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, this is their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Running out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
This defense for the Steelers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Ready, set. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Lance and company going on fourth down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're...
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's caught by Bunches.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Moore, the man in motion. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47. 46.
Moore, the man in motion. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. Touchdown, Browns! Tony Pollard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake,
excuse me,
there's no way they can stop us.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and right side, Hitler's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Here's Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 cycles. Red cycle. Yellow line.
Play action, now it's Lance.
On the move to his left. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this throw will be intercepted.
And some space here. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen his margin, too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. And he goes out right around the 39. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Lance now on first down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And Lance will try again on second down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lance looking to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. The kick by Lutz is good.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one at this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Running right through it. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Play fake. Here's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And again, it's Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted.
He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Luck's good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 32 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go,
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lance now on 1st down.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, and they go back to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the option, and even 50 yards on the ground. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously